Hello my lovely Cancerians, welcome to Phoenix Tarot TV, and obviously really enjoyed your readings for Cancer and Pisces, being a Scorpio and being a water sign. So let's see what we've got in store for your love life for December. Please feel free to like, subscribe and comment, and if you like the format of the reading, and also if you want details for personal readings or to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, the details are below. So let's get into your reading. I hope you're well. So Archangel Michael, guidance, please give us guidance for Cancer for the month of December, please. Oh, okay, got quite a few come out. I'll take the first two. So at the bottom of the deck we've got boundaries. So if that resonates with you, then fantastic. So this is looking at all your elements, all your boundaries, you know, the strength inside, the love, the vulnerability, all that you have to offer. Just making sure that those are, well, this is quite interesting with the boundaries. Okay, so we've got compatibility. We've also got worthiness. So I'm sensing that you're perhaps looking at this connection with the person that you've tuned in for and trying to both logically understand and emotionally understand the compatibility between the two of you. But also with the boundaries card in play, you're looking at you know, perhaps some of the behaviours or some of the things that we do sometimes when, you know, we develop emotional connections or feelings with people. We kind of let our guard down, we let our boundaries down a little bit, to the point where it can actually affect our self-esteem or self-respect. And what I mean by that is, often in the dynamics of a relationship, they go through cycles. So you can have somebody putting more effort into the relationship than the other, and then vice versa at different stages. But if we get sort of typecast like you would do in acting, where you're constantly giving and somebody isn't respecting your needs or your boundary requirements of a relationship, so that little bit of respect, that little bit of nurture, then that can cause issues around you feeling that your worthiness, that you're worth that level. So I see this as really important for you, Cancer, and being a water sign, you are intuitive, you have that emotional need and desire. So it's not just in the physical realm of a relationship, it's that intimacy, it's that closeness, it's that reassurance. So I feel that's what's on your mind. I feel that's perhaps why you've tuned in for. You're just not 100% sure. So let's see if we can, we're going to do a Celtic cross and have a look at your past, present, influencing factors, your hopes and fears and possible outcomes. But that's the feeling that I'm getting at the moment. So let's have a look and see if we can get where we are at the moment and where we're looking to go to. Okay, I'm not going to take all them, that's too many. Okay, so I'm not surprised that the Eight of Cups has come out. So this is your energy, but also Scorpio and Pisces. And I feel like there's been either a disconnect or somebody's withdrawn, not necessarily moved or ended the relationship, although that could be indicated here. I feel like there's been a almost like someone's taken a step back. This could be you, or could be your past, your current person that you're thinking of. But I feel that somebody's, yeah, just withdrawn a little bit. Yeah. So the Six of Swords is about movement. Generally, it's a movement towards calmer times, but because it's crossing over the Eight of Cups, I see this as somebody's maybe moving away to take some time out. So whether the relationship got a bit intense and somebody or both of you weren't quite sure where it was going, whether you were perhaps right for each other with the compatibility, or like I said around the boundaries, somebody was giving more to the relationship than the other person. So somebody's taking a step back to basically almost test the commitment of the other person, is how I'm feeling in this reading so far. So let's have a look at the recent past. Yeah, so we've got somebody who's definitely suffering with a bit of anxiety, a bit of stress, perhaps not sleeping. It might be, so with the Eight of Swords here, you're looking at somebody who's a bit inside their head, maybe overthinking a little bit. It doesn't necessarily mean that there was actually necessarily something bad that happened or somebody betrayed the other person. It could be a fear factor here. It could be just that you're kind of anxious and worried because of that intuition feeling that you've got that somebody perhaps is not committed as much as you like, or they don't care about you as much as you'd like them to, or as much as they say. So you're overthinking, you're worrying. But what we need to remember is sometimes we can project that because of our fears, and that might not be how they're feeling. It might be just that they express it in a different way. So I think this is where you're in your head and exploring the compatibility, and that you are worth this commitment, or that they're even worth your time and commitment. So it could be mirrored. Obviously, as a general reading, these roles can be reversed, so take what resonates with you. So let's have a look at past issues. So we've got the Three of Coins, which is the Three of Pentacles. So this is, working towards something. This is, sometimes people can say it's a third-party situation, or it could be a unity. In some of the other tarot decks, you've got somebody standing on like a little podium talking to a couple that are either looking to get married or something. But this to me feels like the energy of the effort that you were putting into this relationship, and this is perhaps why you're now looking and reassessing whether you two are really compatible, whether this person's actually going to match your effort and your commitment. So that's the energy that I'm getting at the moment. That you're a bit in your head about it, and I feel like it might be you that's actually taking a step back. So let's have a look and see what's crowning. Let's have a look at what's crowning for Cancer for all their energy. Okay, thank you. Okay, so crowning the energy is the Two of Cups. So this is somebody that you believe is your soulmate, your divine counterpart, your twin flame, whatever resonates with you. But this for you is about true love. This is about somebody that you feel that you could have the happily ever after with. But it's almost like if you were to take a car and the outside of the car was a bit battered and jaded, but the engine still run perfectly. This is the kind of analogy that I'm feeling. So all the fundamentals of this relationship are there, but just perhaps how it's working, how it's being delivered or presented isn't quite right. So it's making you doubt it, if you see what I mean. So I feel this is why you have taken a step back, and I think it was the right thing to do. I think this is going to help the other person in this relationship realise, that you need to take this relationship serious. And here you are again, Cancer. So this is obviously Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but the Queen of Cups is definitely the emotional mother, the passionate, loving, nurturing, commitment energy. So this is your fears. So I say this, it doesn't mean that you have to be feminine watching this, but what I feel is that you're giving that emotional commitment, and you're kind of fearful of giving that commitment because you don't think it's going to be reciprocated to the level that you need, that's going to give you that worthiness, that commitment of the relationship, which is kind of interesting. This is all following a nice little logical pattern, really, based on your emotional status at the moment. So let's have a look and see what's influencing the environmental influences of this connection. Too many again. Lots of energy around you. Okay, yeah. So this is the concern. So there's a battle here. I feel, if you look at this card, there's no faces on this one. This is like cross-armed battles. I feel this is saying to me that it's a battle within yourself. So this could be because of past experiences or relationships that perhaps haven't gone the way that you intended. but yet you're true to yourself. When you fall in love with somebody, you commit fully, you commit emotionally, you wear your heart on your sleeve. But I feel like you feel like you're fighting to maintain the relationship, and doing all the work, basically, is how I feel, which makes sense to why you've pulled away. Let's have a look and see what we can find out about your hopes. So your hopes is a victory in judgment and balance and celebration. This is about that divine intervention, that soulmate connection becoming real. So you've got Archangel Michael at the top there, but more importantly, you've got the celebration at the bottom. So this is about your hopes becoming a tangible reality. So I think it's really important for you to understand that your gut instinct is telling you about this connection of this relationship, although the actual dynamics of the relationship might not be ideal. And this is where I feel you're going to need to have that conversation around your boundaries, around your needs as a person. It's perfectly acceptable to say to somebody, look, when you do this, it makes me feel this way and makes me feel insecure. Likewise, when I feel vulnerable to you as a person because I've opened up and expressed myself, I need you to understand it from my side, so a bit of empathy, a bit of engagement with me, so that then I don't feel like I've just shot everything out and I'm left vulnerable with no stability as a result. It's a big thing telling people how you feel, and if it's not respected or it's dismissed or it's played down, it can be quite hurtful. And then we've got temperance. I love it when temperance comes out with the judgment, because this is total divine guidance. The universe is stepping in and restoring balance, restoring unity. There's definite some kind of soulmate connection between you two. So the outcome's going to be good. It might take a little bit of tweaking from your side, Pisces. You might need to emotionally manoeuvre this other person. And then we've got the justice at the bottom there. So you're going to get your justice. You're going to get those three major arcanas in a row. I've never seen that. So this is really important for you to be true to your boundaries and your own power. Sometimes when we're scared of losing somebody, or we're scared that the relationship won't work out, we sacrifice our boundaries because we think that might scare the other person away. Now, in reality, if you don't stick to your boundaries and true to who you are, then you're going to be unfulfilled and unhappy, and feel that worthlessness, which, so either way, you can't win. So what you need to do is just be true to yourself. So I'm just going to get 4 cards. Oh, the Magician, there we go, this is your power. So Aries energy, but this is the Magician, and basically you've got all the tools to manifest what you want. So you don't necessarily have to write a script to get your partner to give you the level of love, devotion and commitment that you need. Emotional fulfillment, you can show them, you can demonstrate to them, almost like taming the lion, leading them the way that you want them to behave towards you. And if we do it unconfrontationally, we do it from a position of empathy, then you're more likely to get the results that you want. So then we've got the Page of Swords, which is about a new cycle, possibly a new truth. I see this as your energy, although it's air energy. I see this as you just gently, tentatively explaining your truths about who you are and what you need from this relationship. So I see that as really, really important. We've then got the Victory again, so another clarification of victory. So with the Chariot, which is Cancer energy, and then we've got the Moon. So the Moon in this deck is all around illumination, so things that perhaps weren't said before or weren't clear are going to become clear. And at the bottom of the deck you've got the Four of Wands, which is for me the commitment, the marriage, or singing or dancing elements of a committed relationship. So let's just get 3 cards to clarify from the Romance Angel deck. But I see this as you're working on yourself, you've taken a step back to assess this relationship, and then you're going to come back and basically guide this relationship to the level that you want it emotionally. So please feel free to comment if that resonates with you. I'd love to hear your story. Another clarification of commitment, we've got the wedding card. It doesn't necessarily have to mean wedding, but it's just taking the relationship to the next level. And we've got finances and career, so this could be a positive step and have a knock-on effect of both you and your partner's finances and careers, because when you feel happy in your love life, you're able to commit and move forward. And then we've got honeymoon. This could just be around the holiday season and enjoying time together. So Christmas is obviously a time about forgiveness and the impossible dreams coming true. So I see this as a much stronger, emotional, fulfilling relationship in the near future, and you're going to be leading the way, Cancer. So I really think this is a nice reading. I wish you all the best and a happy festive season. I look forward to seeing you next time. Please like, subscribe and share so that I can reach out to as many people as possible. See you again.